How is it going? I hope your week is going well. I hope your weekend is going even better. Happy early Father's Day to all those fathers out there. I am one of them. I have two little kiddos, pretty much 7 and 4. So being able to stream, I don't even know how I can do it. But they're a lot of fun. So yeah, shout out to the fathers. We are gonna get right back into Forbidden West. I'm gonna do something a little different today. Instead of just focus on the quests and side quests and whatnot, I feel like I'm not paying much attention to my gear, upgrading it. So we're gonna do a little bit of focus of that, upgrade what we have, and then because the last fight I had was with the bear and kind of was a little difficult. So I'm gonna upgrade my stuff. And then we'll get right back to the quest.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental
I think we heard
leak
this
of
already.
data amongst...
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it, or at least I am able
Yeah,
as
we
far
heard
as
all this already.
Or someone else.
Sorry.
Alright, I'll go to the...
Yeah, and I can still talk to her.
Aloy.
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl and Aaron to our conversation.
I am pleased you accepted their help. Is there something you wish to discuss before you depart?
How's Katara
I haven't
doing?
done this yet.
I detect that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him, though he has not voiced his thoughts. I may be able to assist in his recovery, should he be interested.
Really? I'm sure he will be. How are things around here?
Zoe has been
I wonder if
studying
these are
morphology
prerequisites
of
in
the
order
land
to do some of the
gods
trophies,
in
because
an
there's a
effort
trophy to
understand
get him a
their
new arm.
sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative way to heal them.
Well, keep at it. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying Old World data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
How many updates on companions
How's
are there?
Aaron handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus. After an initial incident,
What did he do?
he unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. What is the state of the biosphere? Is the terraforming system functioning at all?
In a sense, The terraforming system never stopped functioning. The difference, since my predecessor's destruction, is that there has been no central governing intelligence to monitor its robotic agents and assign new tasks. As a result, errors have accrued, and day by day, the biosphere has gradually veered ever more sharply towards destruction. In recent months, disturbances in the biosphere have become obvious. But these bellwether phenomena offer just the merest glimpse of the complex and accelerating cycles of environmental dysfunction, now driving Earth's biosphere towards collapse.
And you can't do anything to stop it.
If you can return Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter to me, I can improvise modest corrections to parts of the system. Weather will improve, water will be purified, and rampant plant growth curtailed. But such corrections will not stave off collapse. They will only buy us time. Only with Hephaestus can I design and produce new robotic agents designed to permanently reverse the damage that has accumulated. All efforts must be directed toward that end.
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts.
So 7 months. This place.
So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time.
That would have been quite a sight.
It may still be possible to view some of them, should you find and reconnect the cameras to this room's console.
I'll
We
keep a
found
lookout.
one so far.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
Guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too. So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there, one not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world, an effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about.
I think that was a
processor
reference to
Ether
the
was
DLC.
installed on was part of an ancient
Frozen-
war museum. A memorial to something
something
called
Frozen
the
Wilds.
Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures returned to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
I don't know if I like this. I don't like
There was an ancient tank embedded in the
reading
boulder,
about stuff that's not too far
buried under a
away.
bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them.
There's no new ones.
I'll be off.
Farewell, for now.
No.
Hey, Gaia. Me again.
Welcome back, Aloy. Where shall we resume?
But there's no updates.
So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world. All working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Maybe I have to do all of them.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. Okay.
I'll be on my way.
I wish you safe travels.
Do I have to return that?
Okay. Data module's in.
Cool. Oh, it tells you where they are. What's this one? That one's on like an island, it looks like. Cool. What? Why does it want to talk
Hi,
about?
Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
I must be about the
So
drones.
I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yeah, you already asked that question.
From here, the facilities opt to observe weather, It may be possible should you find and
I'll keep a lookout.
Yeah, that's.
I guess I should get...
as you say.
You already said that. Now I feel like I might be stuck doing the main quest.
Aloy, I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Where have I seen this before?
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
Oh boy.
Sounds like you met my friend Talana.
Yes, the Karja Huntress. I haven't seen armor like hers since the Red Raids, but Varl tells me that she too suffered at the hands of the Mad Sun King.
Yeah. She's one of the good ones. Trust me. What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear. I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line.
So maybe that's how we get the flying mount.
You've spoken
We
with
have to get
Katana?
Hephaestus.
A few words. Tanakh don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
We have that effect on people.
So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tanakh?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tanakh looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tanakh saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tanakh with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tanakh would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement.
We
But
learned about
some
this from
veterans still remain in the plains.
Tanakh.
I believe I've met them already.
Yep.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru Plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
Couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people
hard to
suffer
see if it's
while
grayed
the
out or white.
Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back, but the injured kept pouring into Plainsong, day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
Jeez.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
Yeah, that's what
did.
she just said.
But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on, but we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvests passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter. Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did, though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here, it is humbling, to say the least, and heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
Right, I should probably go.
Is it true you're investigating a signal coming from one of Gaia's seedlings?
Maybe. We'll know for sure when we check it out.
Be careful.
I will.
Where's Where's our Tanakh friend?
Looks like Arendt and Katalo moved their stuff in.
The heck?
Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door. There it is.
What's with all the candles? Like, it's already pretty well lit. There it is.
Looks like this room's changed. Is that your doing, Gaia?
Aloy,
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, Gaia, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then. What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines that answer to Gaia?
Yes,
How many?
as many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
You've had some time with the team now. Any thoughts?
I admit, I was surprised to see Nutaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja, and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I'm mistaken.
Oh, that was nice.
I should go. Feel free to check in on Hikaru and your people. Door's always open here.
I will. I overheard that Varl and Erend are to accompany you on a mission. Do you require my assistance?
I'd rather have you and Zoe guard the base while we're away.
It shall be done. May the Ten walk with you.
I actually like the dialogue there. You learn a lot. Even though it's pretty time consuming. Alright, can I get out of here? That's the Gaia. It's not where I want to go. Looks like I have to go. Can I fast travel somewhere else? No. Okay. Alright, let's just do this mission then.
So, this Eluth... there she is. You ready to head out?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Who's that? Oh! It's one of those units.
Merman.
What is that?
It's a huge crossbow.
What the hell?
Did absolutely nothing. They got her. What's that? Oh, they blew themselves up. But they were able
Well,
to
that takes the keg.
deactivate this force field. She should still be alive.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Fought
Almost
is
didn't
a
make it.
exaggeration.
Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
Is that
What
her
about
ship?
that crazy weapon the Zenith
Moving,
had?
keep warm. It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing.
Oh, this
I'll
is
wait
one
here.
of the machines that follow them.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Probably a sub-function. Can I, oh no, I don't have any. Okay. I was wondering if I can change the potion. Is this her weapon? No.
This is coming with me.
Done looking around?
Almost.
There's something over here. Supply cache. I don't see any indication of. Oh, there it is. Shard lesson. Can't review.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
Wonder if that's Silence is doing.
Ah! The weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
I was seeing if Alright, so assist recovery of the assets. They're going to continue monitoring V. Sutter. I wonder who V. Sutter is. Orders acknowledged. Status report sent to G. Beery. And that's what we just found out.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it.
It has to be
The
silenced.
Osram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset. Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go
I
talk
like
to
how
Bo.
she thinks the asset is a name. A cave.
That's a long way down.
Something
Whoa.
tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is. My guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
They did a really good job of
Aaron,
just like
stay here and stand
taking a
watch.
pause,
That Zenith isn't
really
the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up.
putting point on
Contact us
the
by
asset.
focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
Can I walk? Oh, that went straight down.
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia.
Yeah, that's what
Found
I
its
said.
hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
If they're after Gaia, then they have to be after the subfunctions too. Gaia is pretty useless without them. So it's only makes sense that that's their next target, their next objective. Just anything over there.
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
We have a data point over here. Man log. Storage units accessed. Data transfer initiated. Operation suspended. Fusion reactor on standby mode. Download initiated. Beamcast initiated. Destination redacted. So there was someone here who got some data. Anything else? I don't see much. Already got that. That's about it. Okay. Wait, so that's. Oh, that's how they transmitted back to their ship.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eluthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably.
So, exploring
Then why
another
were the
Far
Zeniths still
Zenith
searching
ruin.
for the asset? At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or
So-
anything you can blow up.
So it seems like where the story is going is that we're going to find 3, and the Far Zeniths are going to be, or have collected the remaining. Which is probably why we can't detect their signal or their source. And then we take out the Far Zeniths, we'll have a full operational Gaia, and we'll save the world. That is my educated guess. There's another way over here. Guess not. Search the facility for the asset. They should put the asset in quotes.
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith,
Find anything
probably
that might tell
discovering
us what
amazing
the asset
things.
is?
Text data point quest August 19th, 2064 has seen a significant improvement, decreasing the time between touch-ups that commercially available treatments like osmanthus rejuvenation require. As for Malik's team, the latest results from their neurophysiology experiments seem promising with the supplementary data provided by our Tokyo facility. We seem to be closing in on functional first-generation implants. Meanwhile, our friends in Zurich have sent over their findings on WBE. Mixed results, a couple of promising avenues, but nothing bordering on real digital transcendence. Looks to be decades away, if not. WBE. I don't know what
I
that
don't
stands
think
for.
so.
Another data point. Song Zhao, minimal FZ Far Zenith research staff. Priority shift. All, as you will undoubtedly have heard by now, we have lost the brightest star among us. Research on ectogenesis for the Odyssey was near and dear to Peter, and on behalf of the new High Council, I commend you for all your efforts and the great strides made over the last several years. Yet as we mourn our founder, we must also keep our gaze on the bright future ahead. To that end, we will be shifting project priorities. Over the coming days, we will be briefed on exciting developments in longevity research from our Tokyo and Lagos facilities with new assignments to follow. In the meantime, all the ectogenic chambers should be moved to storage. Refer to your leads with any questions. I think that's where I came from. I am not sure where to go. Maybe this way.
This place is huge.
Yep.
Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around.
Let's hope we find it soon so we can stop calling it the asset.
How is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
That meat can't be good. Like this, rich meat, really? I don't think so. We have something that looks like a terminal. Access console. The same thing with this. What's that? Is that just a grapple point? Yeah.
A control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
You gotta know what the
let's find
asset
out.
is first. I thought there's gonna be something called the asset. I've got so much stuff in my stash.
Those look like ectogenic chambers. There must be hundreds of them.
Why would Far Zenith need so many?
I found some data that said they planned to take them into space, but they shut the project down.
I think that's it.
And later they traded some with Zero Dawn for a copy of the Apollo database.
So these were extras.
Yeah, maybe.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
Data points. Quest. Distress signal. 237. Well, that doesn't make... Well... The 236 doesn't necessarily mean it's 1 to 200.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
Oh, it's gonna be her. Another clone.
Aloy,
It's you.
it's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with.
They do now.
You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So this is old.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Yeah.
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Yes, how are we supposed
Get
to
her to
transfer
cover
her?
in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
So apparently Beta was the asset. Prepare for battle. Okay.
Here it comes!
Oh. So much for preparation. Alright. Spectre.
Ooh, ugly one, aren't you?
Machine catalog. Where was that thing? This? Yeah. Highly advanced mobile combat. Strong versus fire. Alright, so we need plasma damage and acid damage. Acid I have. Has a pulse cannon. We can detach that and use it against it. Resource repository. Regeneration unit. Used to attract and reattach torn off nanoplates. Exposed when activated. Damage to it disrupted its ability. Component cannot be destroyed. Alright, so we want to hit. We want to knock that off.
See if it has any weak spots. Acid's corroding its armor. That thing's quick.
Oh, I hit a weak spot. Oh, so you can't even hit the plasma cannon at all times. What the heck was that?
I can keep going.
There we go.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm heading up top.
No trouble
Stay down
there.
here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
So I have to go take care of the other one. Let's build up valor faster. Weapon stamina is 3. This is also 3. 3, 2. This one we have. Doesn't really help me. This might come in handy. And it unlocks this. Stealth doesn't really matter right now. What about melee? Resonator build up, that's pretty good. Critical strike. Yeah, I forgot that one. Fill up my medicinal berries. Do I have any food?
Reminds me of a meal by the fire.
Some food buff. Potion just in case.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Yeah, he's not gonna. Guy's reckless. Let's take out our corrosive arrows.
Aloy!
Aaron!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Yeah, I called it.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Dum-dum. You dum-dum.
That doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron. Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Machine will take a lot of damage. Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
And the second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of machine. I'll just sneak around behind it. It'll be a tough fight if I take that thing head on. A heavy weapon. That could help.
Okay. How the heck do I get it? Do I have to detach it?
Mine. Get down! It's on the move!
That's it. Yeah.
Come here. Aloy, get out of there.
Did I hurt it?
I'm waiting for you. Right here.
This one's a little different.
Yeah. Get the fumes in your eyes.
What was that?
I could use it against the Spectre.
It's pretty much dead. Ooh, what's that? Yeah, there must have been a long trek, especially up that last hole.
Aloy, she's...
She's you. We know.
Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but Right now, I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon.
So they're just gonna carry her down the
If I
mountain.
can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all. Catching snowflakes on my lashes.
What was that? You can perform the coma action by equipping and using it in your hunter's kit. You're level 25, halfway to 50.
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
Why don't you check the cache? Maybe you left it there when you dropped off all that ale.
Errand? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
Right, there's two of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying.
There's two of you now.
How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land when he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
What about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
So, you've met our new Tanakh friend.
He's, quiet.
You're
I thought his
loud.
people were supposed to be bloodthirsty maniacs.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
So Talana came by the base?
And more like rushed through. I was hoping she'd stay for a drink at least. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she had more pressing matters to attend to.
I see Varl gave you a focus.
It doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do, sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful.
It takes some time, but yeah, What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. That reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both.
All right, let's go.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Huh. The door's unlocked now. Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. I have repurposed the displays to track Regal's activity in the region.
I don't know what room they're talking about. Oh, this one.
Looks like someone's put some of my stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them.
We saw this before.
My old spear. Rust helped me make it. And I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home.
They gave me a twin bed? What's that a map of? They gave me a twin bed and a treasure map. Can't believe they gave me a twin bed.
I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe.
Anybody seen one of my machine right pieces around?
What? Aloy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just, checking up on how everyone's doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
Little.
It's that third one.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Or second one, rather. Third Aloy.
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. I need to get going.
Well, it seems like I caught
May
up.
the land
So
bloom in your steps.
as long as I talk to him after each pivotal moment in the game, it shouldn't take too long. Where was... the other guy?
So,
I hope I'm not interrupting.
no. But I must ask. The woman Varl and Aaron brought in, She's related to you.
No, she
It's
isn't.
hard to explain. She's more of a copy.
Good.
No,
If she's
not
anything
quite.
like you, we've just gained reinforcements.
Maybe. You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Oh boy,
Why
this
did
one's
you
long.
leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself. Even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the Kulrut. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings
Planes?
and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom, and the awe it must have inspired.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there. Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaru's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regalla's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
I need to go.
On your way, then.
Yeah, let's talk to Varl and the clone first.
Aloy! Glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
It's primitive?
Yeah.
It's one of the most technological advanced pieces here.
Booting up.
You don't see.
So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
the
That's what I
descendants of
said.
Far Zenith escaped a dying planet. And now
To
they
a
want
dying
claim
planet.
Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And
Oh,
you?
wow.
Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
access and control of the terraforming system? But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
They need a place to live.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that.
But isn't that what they got at the proving
So
lab?
we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. Then I saw you.
Oh, wait, she's the same one.
And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
I thought she was another clone.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done.
Oh, so they don't have a kernel anymore. That was the one they took. Okay. I'm catching up to speed.
The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it?
They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
So they sent the signal for Hades.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her.
Yeah, well, surprise. You mentioned the Zeniths set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think.
Oh, okay, that's that
Whenever
island.
I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine wars. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age, too.
They don't look old to me.
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the
parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Farrow purged it, the Zeniths have a copy. So it still exists. You got to learn from it. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it. To have all that knowledge just out of reach must have been frustrating. All
Wow.
right, I think that's enough for
A lot
now.
of story.
Do you want to come upstairs, or so how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths? How did you know? Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already? Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not!
Oof.
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die. Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right?
And you forgot that.
So is there anything you can
Verbena
do
is
to help?
dead.
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I don't think you're gonna learn much, Varl.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Oh,
Hephaestus. He's like Gaia's own personal blacksmith.
Hey, you and Aaron okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay? This beta thing. It's a lot. Even for you.
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. If you need anything, just let me know.
How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
I'm guessing you've spoken with Cthulhu?
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second, I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tanakh and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready. How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Arendt definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
I see everyone settling in.
You're pretty much
Zoe's
asking the same
planning on bringing all
questions.
kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Aaron to help find some. think he'd rather stick his head into a snap maul.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Should liven up the place. So, training with Zoe. Huh?
Training.
Yes, training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course.
Help.
You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory, and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Farrow.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally free. The world must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying. They weren't much more than kids.
And they became an entire tribe.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else. Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone thought.
We saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, too. But still, the tribe settling amongst the stars.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using Hephaestus against them.
That's enough. I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
Alright, I think I'm caught up with all the story. Remember how I said we're gonna do something different today? Upgrade our gear? I guess I meant listen to story.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him,
That's what I said.
that is my conclusion as well.
He's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more subfunctions to get.
New quest.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something.
More like someone.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
You said you wanted to talk about the land
Yeah,
gods?
that's what she just said.
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
I'll let you know when I get close to those Grimhorns.
Good. If we can get their control cores, maybe we really can heal the land gods.
Okay. So that's a trophy too. Does Katalo have side quests? Maybe he hasn't learned enough yet. In order to build an arm.
What?
Nothing. You just look good. That's all.
Get back to studying.
Oh boy. I need to get out of here. Those guys. Alright. New quest there. Unknown campfire. Unknown shelter. The next one is going to be Poseidon. Oh, nice. Tanala's down there. Now let's head to the workbench. I know there's a workbench here, so we can figure out what components we need to upgrade our gear. There should be one in my room. No, this isn't my room. This is... a weirdo's room. Anyway, there's one there. Alright, outfit upgrades. First, this is the one we have equipped. The Tinak Marshal. So we need Claw Strider and a Sunwing. I don't think I've seen a Sunwing yet. Let me just make a note. I need my sticky notes. Alright, so we need Claw Strider, Sack Webbing. Just one. We need Sunwing, Shield. Okay. And then for 3, we need a Sunwing Circulator. So it looks like one battle of a Sunwing. I wonder if anyone sells these. Machine core should be fine. We have sturdy hard plates plenty. And then for 4, we need a tremor tusk. A tremor tusk. Tremor tusk. We need 2. And a Sunwing primary nerve. And the medium machine core we have. Okay. Let me just take one quick restroom break. Alright, so that's our outfit, and then weapon. We are using the slicing hunter bow, where we need a wide maw tusk. We need a claw strider razor tail we already have. We have for 3, and we have for 4, so that's all we need. Okay, so we're good with that. We also use the frost. I don't really want it. It's already fully upgraded. What was the other thing we used? The acid arrow, right? Where- I think that's this one. And we need a bellowback sack webbing. I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay. So we got everything listed that we need. All right. All right. Do we see what's this? All right. There's a sun wing right there, and it's next to a campfire that we know. So we can head there. Request over there. About it for about it. So sunwinning will be the first one. Tremor tusk. I don't know if I fought any of those. Well, outside of jaw, bristleback. There's a claw strider. That looks like a raptor. Is there anyone closer? Bristleback. That's a boar. I don't think any of those guys would be. Wait, there's a claw strider. All right. What sack webbing? So let's go here. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just use a fast travel. Wait, did I lose that? What the heck was that? Right here. Okay. We'll see. Hopefully it's one we have to take off. So we need claw strider, sun wing, tremor tusk, and a wide maw. That's where we want to go. All right, I see one.
Shock ammo could help.
Razor, resource, sparker, razor tail. Contains valuable resources. Tag plant. Tag target. Okay. Well, there's another one. I want that resource container. I think I see it. Dang it. I have the abilities where you have more tear damage. Move your head. Now, I don't know if it's just loot from an actual build. I should have notated the color. Medium. I need a sack webbing.
Well, don't have to worry about running out.
It's not what we came for. At least I don't think I got it. Couldn't tell. Stalker. Cluster, Razor Tail. I think it's blue. Charger Horn. Nope. So we didn't get the Claw Strider Cycler. I think that was it. Yeah, I don't know how long it takes to respawn. Well, let's go. Let's go to that Sungwing location. Here. We need a shield caster, circulator, and primary nerve. Alright, so we want to go to this.
I'll put these in my pack.
Oh, go the wrong way.
Plasma's wasted against that machine.
Good in hiding. Oh, that did nothing. Brain balls on sledge. Shield caster and circulator. Shut that got it.
I'm not giving up.
I feel like I don't hit the up button that much. Like 24 miles? Crystal breathing. Don't see anything else. Sparker, plasma fin, shield caster. That's what I need. Alright, so things on the side. Oh, okay, it's casting a shield now. Makes sense. Now then. I think I might kill it. another primary nerve, and I got the circulator.
I'll need these later, sure.
Alright, we got a lot of them. We got some wing ones. Still need the claw strider.
Who is that?
A brighter day to you. Some Tanaka I special.
Alright, outfit upgrades, weapon upgrades. We weren't able to upgrade that, but we should upgrade it. Nice. Oh no. We can't use that. This is the one where we need the claw strider. Why not?
Your survival.
Yeah, okay. I thought we would at least be able to get one.
Outlander, hear me out.
I hear Tanakh rebels have taken over the border gates west of here. Best stay clear of them if you're heading that way.
Thanks for the heads up. Rebels.
Okay. Oh, another quest.
I have enough to deal with.
Might as well grab it one here.
Maybe they could use a little help.
I'm trying to upgrade my gear.
Aloy. Welcome to the garden.
How are you doing, Bree? Is this where you planted your wife's seeds?
It is. They're a part of Plainsong now, where they can take root and flower. I miss her. But I'll keep pushing for change, just like she would have. I still can't believe something so... She didn't deserve any of this. But at least I have this to remember her by.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Even if one day we leave Plainsong, I'll know the seeds she carried will have been part of our people's cycle. And it's all thanks to you, Aloy. May you always walk in a field of plenty.
Vendre crawled.
What's going on here? Sounds like there's a problem.
We're speaking about something important, Outlander.
Yul, please. Later. A reminder of why I often prefer plants to people. They're so much less demanding. I apologize for Yul. My people used to be friendlier, but hunger robs many of their kindness. Seems like there's a lot around here in short supply. Is there anything that can help? As Yul said, we need food. So much so that we've sent hunting parties to the Old Growth, a forest in the north. We never used to hunt animals for food. We never had to. But as our crops fail, we've run out of options. But something else went wrong. A machine slaughtered the last hunting party we sent out. A claw strider. To hear the lone survivor tell it,
We need
more
that.
deadly than any we've seen before. Until it's gone, I can't risk more hunters, but without that meat, our people grow more lean every day.
I wonder if we need to kill a certain claw strider, not just a typical one.
Tell me everything you know
'Cause
about the machine
there's a
that
sack
attacked your
weapon, so
hunters.
it tells me there should
It
be
fell
like
upon
maybe
them
it's
near the edge of the
elemental one.
Old Growth. One of them, Ven, survived and made it back to Plainsong. If you wish to question him, he's recovering with our healers. The other 4 hunters weren't so fortunate. It must be a powerful beast. Can you destroy it? I've handled tough ones before. Good. The Old Growth must be made safe for hunting. One more thing. Every Utaru wears a small patch of seeds.
Yes, we
given
know.
at birth, planted at death. It is how we remember our loved ones and celebrate their place in the cycle. It would mean a great deal to the hunters' families if you could recover them. I'll do what I can. I know you will. Be careful in the forest. Before I head for the Old Growth, I might want to talk to the survivor. See what he can tell me about the Claw Strider.
Ooh, that one we can take care of.
I wish to speak with you.
Activated this one.
What happened in the sacred cave? Ow! Don't take it personal. She's an outlander.
Sorry, I didn't mean.
Where's the survivor from the hunting party?
Oh, he doesn't
Ben?
look so good.
I'm here about the machine in the Old Growth.
You're going after that horror.
I'm going to try. Do you mind answering a couple of questions about it?
I'll tell you what I can.
Is there anything you can tell me about the machine that might help?
It looked like a claw strider, but it was stronger. Much stronger.
Anything else?
Its armor was darker, and it had a strange purple glow.
Thanks. I think I know what I'm dealing with. I need to get going.
You don't want to fight that thing.
Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
Well, if you do, I hope you cut it to shreds. It killed Lao, my oldest friend.
I really hope there's still a fast travel pack that's
This
unlimited.
must be the Old Growth. Shill said the hunting party was attacked near here. Place to start looking for the hunter's seed pouches.
Just so much more efficient just to go to the map and go, not run to a campfire. Or yeah, I can
Looking
just
for the hunt.
keep buying. But they're pretty expensive. that to a fox?
Down it goes.
You need to kill the fox. Oh, damn, I thought it was dead.
Okay. Now to collect the hunter's seed pouch.
I thought there was a claw strider here.
Got the pouch. But where are the other hunters?
There we go.
And the claw strider that attacked them. I better check for tracks with my focus. There. Claw strider tracks. I might have chased the other hunters deeper into the forest. Another hunter. Claw strider must have caught up to them. Okay, got the seed pouch. Better pick up the claw strider's tracks and keep going.
I thought I got it.
The third hunter. I should collect their seed pouch. He died where the claw strider caught him. At least I can return his seed pouch. I need to put a stop to that machine. I better scan for tracks. Okay, 3 hunters. There should be one more. Claw strider probably chased after him. There's some kind of residue here. It's sticky, like tree sap. I don't think it was from the claw strider. Maybe from a weapon? It looks like the claw strider continued up the cliff. Hunter gave it quite the chase. More residue. Looks like the machine's claw got stuck here. Slowed it down. While the hunter kept running. Claw strider's tracks end here. And no sign of the last hunter either. Not that I know why those machines are watching that crack in the cliff. Better clear them out first.
How's your friend? All moved in? Or settled in, I should say. boost. Oh. That was a quick brittle stare though. What was that? Did she go swimming?
Machines were interested in that crevice in the cliff. I should check it out. Got a feeling that last hunter was pretty resourceful. I'll stash this away for later.
It's definitely more for me to loot. I didn't loot all of them, did I? Yes, I did. Oh no. Alright, so I need more chill water from my stash. Because I forgot I put a frost coil on there.
Which is full, but my pack has room.
Oh, there's some chill water there. I don't really think this comes into handy, or because you're only allowed so much ammo, and unless I upgrade my my quivers and pouches. Might need to look into that too. Oh, the hunter's still alive.
You're gone? I
No
wasn't
claw
expecting a
strider,
rescue.
though.
Thank you, Outlander.
I'm after the Claw Strider. Where did it go?
You're hunting it?
It's okay. I fought bigger.
Who are you?
Just stay here while I try to pick up its trail. I'll let you know when it's... I can handle it from here.
Let's see if this one has a sack webbing.
I can slow it down for you.
Stay back, and don't fire until I do.
Watch for its
The hunter
claws.
killer is more powerful than a normal machine.
Razor tail, resource container, glow blast canister. It doesn't have a sack webbing. Contains valuable resources. Alright, let's try to get it.
I've got your back! There! Slow down!
It's done.
We did it!
Is that it? No, volatile sludge, cluster heart. Yeah.
It's Lau, right? Ben thinks he left you for dead.
Made it back. I was worried about him.
He said you saved him by getting the Claw Strider to chase you.
And he saved me by sending you after me, so we're even. I can't wait to see the look on his face when he figures out I'm alive.
Go on back then. And thanks for the assist. Slowing that machine down helped.
And here, take this. I can craft another one if I need it, but... well, I hope I won't after this, not for a while.
Is that my explosive one? Is that a blast sling?
One more
Looks
hunter
like a
gets
sling.
to go home.
Adhesive blast sling.
Now I just have to return the seed pouches to Shale.
An ammo that deals adhesive buildup is now available in inventory. Adhesive? Where are you? There it is. Yes, it does. Alright, I'm gonna equip this. I'm gonna replace the frost blast because that just has frost, and I already have frost. This has adhesive in it, which will slow it down, and it also has explosive, which was the ultimate combination in Zero Dawn. You freeze it and then you blast it. Explosive damage, just to say. So there was a trophy. With applying elements. Used all elemental states. So where... 5 out of 6. I haven't applied adhesive. But maybe adhesive isn't elemental? No, elemental is fire, frost, shock, purge water, acid, and plasma. I haven't done plasma yet. I've done the other 5. I don't think I have anything with plasma. Okay. Might as well get some more fast travel packs to sell some resources.
How are you? May the wind carry you.
Stash. Restock resources. Oh. What? I'm confused. So did I not take any chill water? Oh no. Okay. I'm good.
Then we'll do a half day today, but tomorrow we start early.
I still don't know how to unlock dives. That's later.
There's Shale. I should give her the seed pouches I recovered from the old growth.
Speak to me for a moment, would you?
Walking fields of plenty.
Aloy, Lao has come back to us thanks to you. Is it safe to send out another hunting party?
It's never going to be completely safe out there, but the Claw Rider is dead. Here, the seed pouches.
I'll see that these are returned to their families for planting and remembrance. I'm sure Lao and Van would like to thank you in person. You can find them at the Grove. It's been an honor, Aloy. May the land be kind to you.
Don't shy away from fire.
Green or Nightblood? Oh, okay, got it. I guess we just need to unlock a different die we didn't have yet. But I didn't see. Oh, it says new. And it costs. We use the dies there. Okay, yeah. Sweet.
I believe I've outdone myself this time.
Okay, now I want to get to a workbench. And a hunter. That's where I want to go.
If you want...
Don't need chill water. Alright, she doesn't have any of the things I need. By 10? 250? Acid warrior though, sharing. I don't really like. It's so weird. There's so many weapons in this game. I just don't like them.
Prove your next hunt. Let's trade.
This one, I definitely want to increase. Not using anything that we need. We don't need the bristleback. That's perfect. Pouch upgrades. Spike holster, no. Fruit pouch. This would be nice. Picari bone, prairie dog hide. Create a job for it. Trap pouch, I don't care about. Bomb. Blasting ammunition, yes. Create a job. Hunter, yes. Oh, those are the only ones I really use. What about Ocean? Yeah, this one too. This one as well. I wonder what the highest level is. Oh, nice. Okay. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Can I create a job for the upgrades too? I can. Ah. Great job. Would you like to? No. Okay. And now let's do one for the outfit. This one. That's awesome. I did not realize we could do that. Is there a certain amount of jobs we can have? Overrides. Alright. That's activated. Where's that one? We must not have a plowhorn site for us to take to. Well, no. I wonder why that doesn't have one.
Exploring.
Override, tall next, discover unknown sites. Okay. There's my answer. Okay, so let's undo that one. Alright, that's far away. Let's see if there's any jobs this close. I would really want this one. Acid claustri. See, I knew you needed it was an elemental. Alright, let's get this one. I might as well grab these quests while we're here.
Do you expect to survive a patrol like that? Every battle. Go with on.
Walk tall, champion.
Hail, Outlander! We must all unite to stop Regala. I'll join you then.
Should have done it this time, Dax.
Let none doubt the strength of
Buena Vida appearance. From Raul Bishop to Micah Kadori. Did I read this? Micah, you better hear this from me. Remember Sonia Buenavida, the aide to Senator Maria Medina? She just did an interview going on about how you're unfit to lead the museum due to a confirmed bias towards government history. She's accusing us of erasing Roberto Medina's legacy by substituting his heroic efforts to curb the government's reliance on machine power with both sides of narrative that deflects from the real issue of federal overreach. I know Buenavida is a hothead, so I'm not surprised by her warning, but we should be concerned. As an aide to Maria Medina, she could probably sway her to abandon support of the museum, and you know as well as I do how fragile Senate support is at this moment. Losing a vote is one thing, but we can't afford to lose Roberto Medina's daughter. The symbolism alone would shatter our hopes of future funding. Please advise our PR strategy. Maria Medina's visit is due in 2 weeks. The timing couldn't be worse for us. Raul.
Outlander's plate.
Oops, sorry.
An honor, champion. I'm Nako. Have you been out to the Valley of the Fallen by chance?
Don't think I have. Why? What's there?
My idiot little brother. The valley is a test of endurance and skill for my clan, the Lowlanders, but it's been closed for months. Commander's orders. There have been reports of strange lights off the coast, and the whole area is crawling with deadly machines. But Dax, reckless and bare-armed as he is, went in anyway. Never takes no for an answer. Convinced 2 others to go with him, too. They've been missing for days, and now Marshal Ivir has been sent in to bail them out.
Strange lights, deadly machines, and missing soldiers. Sounds like a lot, even for a marshal.
I'd go by myself, if I wasn't stuck on transport duty.
I'll find your brother, if I can. Where is this valley?
Southwest of here, in the depths of lowland territory. Look for the climbing path on the cliffs. It marks the start of the valley. And if you see my brother, knock him on his ass for making me worry.
Good thing I have a little something called strategy.
Strength.
Something called strategy. There's another question.
outpost. Whatever it is, it can't be good. I should look into it when I'm out that way.
Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Deca. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
You need the arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training. Herd in machines so our soldiers can experience the glory of the kill in a controlled setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hikaru won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista protecting the field is repaired.
We need it in case a machine runs amok, and it was damaged during the cool route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
I get it. You need me to hunt down some machines and grab the parts.
We'd ask someone else, but every squad in the Grove is on alert. But the task is not without compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open again, I would be honored to invite you to compete. A wide variety of machines will be available.
And I will award you prizes for victory. Not just from the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best gear.
To fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a roller bag, along with some bristleback tusks.
Oh, I just used some of those.
Both kinds of machines have been spotted near a campfire to the southeast. You can bring the parts back to me here when you're done.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
One more thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. A regrettable one. Every Tanakh soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding the tags of the soldiers they kill. You might find such tags at any enemy outpost. If you do, bring them to me. I'll make sure they're returned to the soldier squad mates and loved ones. Having confirmation sometimes soothes their grief. And there are bounties involved, if that matters to you.
I've already found some of those tags.
For the clan, the tribe.
Here, a small reward for your efforts. But don't let your guard down. There are still many outposts in the wilds.
Thank you, champion. And please don't forget the parts for the ballista.
Maybe even catching some fights in the arena. Come on.
What did we get? Squirrel bone.
Settles it then.
Okay, some pouch upgrades.
Your courage serves you well. That was impressive. Yeah. The next time I'm on leave, I'm...
Carefully written hieroglyphs with Fashif's personal mark, evidently part of a diary or journal. Every time I step foot in the arena, I'm taken back to my own co-route. At the time, I couldn't be sure why Hikaru allowed me to partake in the trial. I hoped that the chief was obliged to let me enter, but instead he seemed merely intrigued. I won't lie, I enjoyed the obvious frustration of the other contestants. Highborn though I may be, I know how to kill. One desert Technoth couldn't contain his discontent. As I stepped bloodstained over a prone machine about to kill it, he blindsided me, sparing both its head and my calf. The crowd cheered. Me, not so much. Smug as he was, he even turned around to take in the ovation. I used the moment to break the spirit to free myself. He did not take kindly to that, nor the fact that I used half his weapon to impale his foot. I was ready to leave it at that, but he wanted to continue the brawl. I didn't notice that all machines had been destroyed. It was just us. The onlookers yelled angrily when the bout started, leaning my way. Other contestants closed in on me, but Hikaru's voice boomed through the arena. Leave them. Who draws first must face the consequences. A long minute passed as we wrestled without rules or grace. With the very last of my strength, I snapped his neck. The whole place fell silent, and Hikaru walked up to the edge of the arena and spoke. We fight shoulder to shoulder. We do not stab our fellow soldiers in the back. We must look our enemies in the eye, as one. It took me a while before I realized he was talking about the division between the clans. Even so, I'll never forget how he gave me, an enemy general, a fair chance. That's why I served him wholeheartedly. And now Chief Hikaru has given me leave to return to the Sundom. The embassy is only days away. From then on, I will do everything in my power to broker a lasting peace for our people, for Hikaru. This has been the grandest of adventures. Goodbye, my friend. So that's the last journal entry he wrote before we met him at the boundary.
Guess I need to head southeast to find that roller back. I think I saw a herd of bristlebacks not far from here.
Right, Pyre Hunter bow. Ooh. Ice fire blasting. Let's see, 24, 48. I'll have 3 elements with it. I don't know what that last one is. We also upgraded this once.
You'll be back soon. I'm sure of it.
So many quests. Right, let's just grab this. I think this is locked. Hence the lock. We get out of here.
Are you showing off?
You know, I kind of thought.
Good day out there. The visions are renewed. Let us
And watch it well.
If only my blade could have earned honor against Regala.
That one's
Aloy.
changed too.
Blood of the Ten, Aloy. Regala denied. The truth of the visions revealed. I doubt you have enough skin to mark all your deeds.
We'll just have to remember them then.
Well, thanks to you, the chief still lives. And hope remains. But that's not why I wanted to speak with you. I need a favor. A personal one. My grandson, Cavo. He was not counted among the dead, which means he must still be with Regala's remaining forces.
He was taken prisoner.
No. He joined them willingly. Like many young soldiers who seek to mark their skin with distinguished deeds. I must search for him. Convince him to come home. Chief Hikaru cannot spare any soldiers for this task, so my blade is alone in this. Unless you'd be willing to join me. I know it is much to ask after all you've done for us. Cavo is the last of my blood.
Will Hikaru accept him?
If Cavo joined Regala's rebellion of his own accord, will Hikaru let him back into the tribe?
The chief knows the value of mercy and the toll of unending bloodshed. The rest of the tribe I'm more concerned about. They won't quickly accept someone who betrayed them. Even with my support, it won't be easy.
But you have to try. I'll help you find your grandson, if I can. Where do we start?
A while back, our scouts reported Cavo's squad left one of Regala's outposts in the hills to the south. His squad never returned, but the scouts also spotted one of our own being held captive.
So we'll start at the outpost. If we free the prisoner, maybe they'll know where Cavo's squad went.
Shall we head out?
I have some other things to take care of first. I can meet you there.
I'll wait for you on the hill crest southeast of the grove. We'll make our way to the outpost from there. Until then, strike true.
Boy, boy.
Regala's campaign.
Yeah, let's go get
We
that.
should look to the defenses.
I want to upgrade our stuff for the coming challenges.
Acid's not gonna hurt it much.
Ooh, bomb launcher. Metal Bite sack. Quest resource, okay. Oh, I can even tags it for you. It notates it for you. So I have to take that out. We are going to ice this guy. For sure. Oh,
Much better.
My gosh. Did I get the item? Just let me loot. I'll leave you alone. Oh. I wonder though. I don't need your help, Miles. Stay over there. So I see it's down there. Component destroyed. That's not what I want to do. So maybe I can't destroy it then. There we go. Sack wedding. You got it. Oh, we gotta repair them out. Sweet. Why is that? I'm gonna grab this quest and save and call it a night. Is there a workbench here though? Probably not. I'm just gonna go to the workbench first. I'll save at that campfire.
May you ever walk in fields.
Oh, you just have to hit that. Okay.
Well, what do they do my days got a bit better. We should catch up soon.
You hit square, it refills everything.
I specialize in your survival.
Yay. That's why we need the tremor tusk. That stuff is okay. We have low health valor. Increase the level of the low health valor passive boost, which allows you to earn more valor. Yeah, okay. Melee defense 7. Actually, I probably should put the shock on. It helps reduce that negative.
to North Settlement. Might want to stop for supplies.
Let's go with that campfire.
Welcome, Ori.
I don't need a chaplain telling me what battles.
The real battle is arguing with you.
By taking your stuff.
A lot of room.
Look, we don't get those hearts, we don't get water, and everyone dies. I'm going back to the pens. I'll gut those machines myself.
So machines did this?
An Easterner with hair like blood. The Outlander that took down the bulwark.
You bested Regala. Killed her champion Greta, too. Both of them were our clan.
It's Aloy, and I'm not looking for any trouble.
Maybe I could use some trouble right about now. Out there is a big herd my people harvest. We take the machine's hearts, send them to our capital, get paid with water. It's harder every year. Killer machines keep showing up to defend the herd. Last one hit us right as we were penning up our prey. Nearly wiped us out. But our quarry is still in the pens, which means if I can get their hearts, we can trade for the water we need.
If you go out there alone, you'll probably wind up dead, Draka.
I'm not going alone, Chaplain. The great champion killer's coming with me.
How about you answer some questions first? You mentioned the capital gives you water.
There's no giving. We pay tribute for it with machine parts. Parts being the most valuable. Every other desert village has some resource to exchange. But the capital of Scalding Spear is the only one with a constant supply of water. Here in dry country, it's the same as holding everyone's lives in their hands.
It is the way of the desert. How we've always survived.
Yeah.
You're not upset I fought Regala?
The desert respects strength. Why shouldn't I do the same? Wouldn't expect any followers she has left to follow suit, though.
I'll help you harvest those pen machines if I can. Probably better if you don't do it on your own. Seems like your village needs you right now.
I like her.
An outlander after my own heart. We can leave now, or I can meet you at our outpost southeast of here.
I have something to take care of first. You go on ahead.
I'll wait at the outpost for as long as I can.
May the 10 protect you then. I'll await your return and report to the capital.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
Icaro commands my blade.
Outlander. Are you needed?
Does anyone sell random parts? Ooh.
Content?
What do I have equipped? Component tear plus 10%. Where's that? Campfire. Let's see.
I hear the battle at the embassy.
That's her. Strongest of the Outlanders.
Sweet. Couple trophies, a lot of progress, a lot of fun. I might be able to stream tomorrow. We'll see. But if not, I will be back Monday and Tuesday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Again, don't have to say early. I can actually say Happy Father's Day today. Right now. So Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys next time.
Remember the